midweek moment with you about where your life is pointing people. When we were in Costa Rica, I had this really incredible experience, and I got to learn how to make empanadas. You may know how to make empanadas, but I didn't up until this point. However, the woman who was teaching me how to make these empanadas didn't speak any English, and I don't speak Spanish. So as I'm standing in the kitchen with Marlon, and she's giving me instructions with the very few words of English she knows, and I'm trying to follow her instructions with the very few words of Spanish that I know. And what it ended up being was a lot of pointing, a lot of touching, like feel the dough, feel the texture, pointing to the ingredients, finger measurements of this much of this and this much of that. And then kind of the movement of watching and taking in every piece of information that I possibly could just from watching her actions. As the day progressed, she showed me how to get a ball of the dough and put it on kind of a piece of wax paper, how to smooth it out, add the filling, fold it over, seal it, and we fried them, and they were wonderful. When I came home, I was like, you know what? I want to take everything that I learned from Marlon and I'm going to try it. And I did. And guess what? They came out amazing. Not exactly like hers. I'm not going to say we're in the same category of empanada chefs over here. But they were good and edible and they tasted right. Here's the thing. We couldn't speak the same language, but we could communicate because we were pointing in the right direction. She was pointing me in the right direction to be able to do something that I never knew I could do before. I did it with her, I watched her, she let me try, and then I came home and did it on my own. The same thing goes for your life and your walk in faith and your walk with the Lord. What you do in your life and how you show other people your faith, your strength, your generosity, your kindness, your walking out the fruit of the Spirit. You're living in the armor of God. Your execution in life of the Beatitudes. How you do this will point other people to Jesus and give them the empowerment to apply the same biblical principles to their lives on their own. And sometimes the best way that's done is without a whole lot of talking and with a whole lot of action. So when you apply God's principles to your life, when you apply biblical principles to your life, and you walk somebody through that in their life, that gives them the empowerment, the confidence, and the strength to apply them to their own life on their own too. So my question to you today is, who is your life pointing people to? Is your life pointing people to Jesus and strong biblical principles and the application of faith? Or is it pointing in another direction?